The Three Paths That Lead to God, by Swami Paramahansa Yogananda. The path of knowledge or reason. If you program yourself with theoretical knowledge, you will become a walking Victrola, able to repeat lofty phrases and to be considered a learned being, but your knowledge will be unsupported by your own realization or spiritual attainment. Such intellectualization keeps the ego tied to the physical faculties of mind and its relation to matter. Theoretical knowledge cannot give you realization about God. So don't waste your time on too much theory. Those who do so become lost in the jungle of reason and never get beyond mere theories. In the process of reasoning they never perceive truth, for truth is beyond reason. Most intellectualists thus become bound by their own conclusions. If you use your power of reason only to make money and seek material gain, again you will gravitate toward matter. So the masters say, do not use your God-given reason to become more and more mixed up in the labyrinth of matter and in the egoistic limitations of the intellect. With the power of discrimination, study and apply truth until it becomes your own intuitive realization. When you develop your intuition, you will feel the presence of God and His omniscience within you. That is called esoteric reason or Jnana Yoga. The path of devotion. If you have pure devotion, you will feel the pull of God and will find Him. But again, there are two poles in this path also, two forces pulling you, devotion to God and devotion to matter. Even death tries to remind us that it is foolish to be lured by material attractions. The miser is devoted to objects of matter and remains attached to them to the end, even though he at last has to leave everything behind. Yet, to his final breath, he is just as devoted to material things as the yogi is to God. But the yogi reasons, matter is external and possession of its objects is short-lived. Why should I concentrate on the little temporal things and exclude eternity? Devotion to God alone is the only way to everlasting fulfillment. The consciousness of the worldly man is circumscribed. He is devoted to his body, his surroundings, and his family. His attachment says, us for and no more. He should rather use that family affection as a lesson in learning to expand his love. As soon as you love not only your family, but give that love to all, you are going toward God. That is why Jesus said, love thy neighbor as thyself. To use family affection for all, to give to the world the same love you have for self and family, is gravitation toward God. Lessen the consciousness of family, property, and all material attachments and begin to re-express the omnipresence you have lost. In loving God, do not lose your devotion in emotion. This sometimes happens on the path of devotion. I was surprised to find holy rollers in this country. It began with certain sects in India. But when devotion is expressed in physical emotion, the pure quality of love is lost in the external expenditure of the life energy in the muscles. When the body and mind gravitate toward God, they become calm and quiet. The consciousness and life force become interiorized when one is inwardly with God. That is Bhakti Yoga, the path of action. Some persons have a natural inclination to be active. They love the motion of working and serving. If you work for your own self, you are pulled toward matter. But if you work with the thought of doing everything for God, you are pulled toward God. When your activity centers only on making money for material advantages for yourself and your loved ones, or on any activity with a selfish end, you are going away from God. Thus do most people engage their energies in their attachments and their desires for more and more material acquisitions. But as soon as your active energy is used to seek God, you move toward Him. You see, again, this constant pull from God and from matter. One side says make money for material satisfaction, and the other side says find satisfaction in seeking God, in serving God, and in acquiring monetary success to help God's work of uplifting others spiritually, mentally, and physically. When you act for material gain, you are yielding to the gravitational pull of matter. When you are acting for God, you are linked to the gravitational pull of God. If your desire for material things and for God are even, you will be more or less at a standstill. If your desire for God becomes greater, then your desire for material things will be lessened. Engaging in spiritual activity consisting of both meditation and working with the thought that everything you do is for God, that is Karma Yoga. When in meditation you feel God's bliss eternal, you will no longer feel tied to the body, and you will be filled with enthusiasm to work for Him. You can't be a lover of God and be lazy. One who meditates and loves God is always active for Him and for others.